do realize it's getting dark and
Do you want to turn a light on?
no,
Are you sure?
I'm good.
Okay.
You're good.
Um, this section is now about like platonic friendships. So just, platonic, like equal, side by side. And we already talked about some of your friends, but this goes deeper into it. So what are some of the problems that you have encountered in friendships with other women?
Uh, I just remember in high school there were some girls that wanted to be part of more than one group, so that they would maybe be a little two-faced and talk about you and either let out secrets or make some up just to be popular because you feel like you know things about people. I recognize that now from when I was in high school, but since then I've not had any trouble with any women I know.
Did that like deeply like hurt you? Like did you like
No.
No, you just kind of
No,
recognized
it was
it.
really their issue, their problem, not my problem. Because there was something missing in their personality, I think.
So you were pretty like strong about it. It didn't
Yeah.
like really upset you that much.
I didn't beat anybody up.
That's good. Do you think a woman can have a truly platonic friendship with a man? So do you think men and women can just be friends and no more? Like you don't think there's anything under the surface?
Yeah, I think people can have a mutual respect for one another and enjoy each other's company, whether they're alone or in a group. And that's what makes the world go round. You can really like somebody, but you don't have to carry it any further than that.
What do you think about like high schoolers? Like when you're younger, do you think it's like easy for young people to just be friends, or do you think there's always like
No,
questioning?
I think it's good to have girlfriends and boyfriends, platonic, just in a group.
Yeah.
You learn from other people that way.
Yeah.
Without getting, sexual.
Yeah. Well, speaking of being sexual, these questions have to do with sexuality. So, what was the standard way of beginning a relationship when you were a teenager? What did the woman do compared to what did the...
Well, the girls always waited for the boys to do the approaching, the calling, the inviting. It was pretty much all up to the boy to do it. The girls very seldom took that role.
Did you ever play hard to get?
No.
No.
I wouldn't know how. No, never. No.
What did you do, like on dates? What was like a typical casual date when you were younger?
It was school dances, going to each other's houses, parties, movies. Not much different than what it is now.
Really?
And if you were really young, your parents or somebody ran you back and forth to visit each other.
Yeah.
A lot of house parties. A lot of kids had a lot of house parties then.
Really?
In those days, yeah.
Yeah, I feel like that's the same, especially with like being young. Like your parents have to drive you.
Yeah, it's the only way. Unless you live in a small neighborhood.
Yeah.
Everybody's friends.
How was teen pregnancy viewed when you were a teenager?
Not well.
It was frowned upon?
It was really frowned upon. I just remember maybe there were a couple that became pregnant in their senior year before they graduated, but it wasn't looked upon very well.
What would typically happen if a girl was pregnant?
Well, she would
obviously before marriage.
Yeah, she would kind of disappear.
Which, like, her family, like, accepted, or was she just...
Well, I'm sure, the family always took care of her, but you didn't see much of her. But like I said, it really wasn't rampant when I was in high school.
But she was... What about, like, the neighborhood and, like, school? Was she, like, accepted, or was she more of just an outcast?
No, she wouldn't stay in school if she were pregnant. She would just disappear.
Did you know anyone that this happened to?
After the fact. Many years after the fact.
What happened?
She disappeared, had a baby, put it out for adoption, and came back.
Like nothing happened?
Yeah. But obviously I didn't know her all that well at that time.
Yeah. Did you have like any judgments? Like, what were your judgments on it? Like
Well,
teen pregnancy?
I would have thought it was a shame because, it, it's such a big responsibility either way. You're making decisions,
Mhm.
big decisions that you're not going to ever forget all through your life, whether you keep the baby or you don't.
So you were more like empathetic.
Yeah.
You weren't like, that's not good.
No,
You
I
shut her out.
just really sad that had to happen.
Yeah, that's good because some people would just
No.
view it badly and
No.
not even care.
No, because you put yourself in that position.
Yeah.
What would happen if that were you?
Yeah.
What would you do?
I don't know.
No.
I would need help.
Yeah, definitely need help. Hopefully the family rallies.
Mhm. How important was marriage to a woman when you were growing up? Like, did you look forward to it? Was it something that was important to you?
Well, I looked forward to it
Mhm.
because my mother dying at such a young age, I just look forward to starting my own life with my own husband and family.
Mhm.
And in those days, it was very important for a woman, more so than a career.
And how is an unmarried woman viewed?
Well, then people would wonder what was the matter if you didn't have a man or a husband after
Mhm.
a certain amount of time. Unless you had a big important career, then, which was very rare.
So there was like some judgment.
Mm-hmm.
And then how, since you are married, how did Pop propose to you?
Oh, okay. He proposed in the kitchen of my father's apartment, and I went on to go to Easter Mass
Without him.
without him.
Were you excited, or
Oh, I was over the moon.
even though you kind of knew it was coming?
Yeah, you kind of did.
Yeah, that's exciting.
Yeah, it was.
And then these questions have to do with the stage after marriage. Typically, this is motherhood. So, along with wanting to be married, did you always want to be a mother?
Always.
Always.
Yeah.
Was there a reason why, or?
Well, I just remember enjoying babysitting and taking care of babies.
Mhm.
I just thought they were wonderful, and I thought it'd be great to have be responsible for my own family.
So you always wanted
Yeah.
children. Do you feel that every woman should have a child?
No. That's such a big decision to make. You can be fulfilled with other things if you don't want to have a child.
So you think women can still achieve happiness without having children?
Exactly.
Do you
Yeah.
think growing up you think people judged women if they didn't have babies? Like, do you think there was like a stigma?
Well, I think when I was young, if you were married and didn't have a child, people, would wonder why not.
Mhm.
But in this day and age, it's such a big decision,
Yeah.
and you can find fulfillment with your family, your nieces, your nephews, your job, your loved ones. You don't have to have a baby. You can have a puppy.
Okay. Thank you very much.
That's it.
Yeah.